Hello, students of educational philosophy. My name is Keisha Rembert, and I wanted to take this time to introduce you to myself as well as to the course. So let's get started. My name is, again, Keisha Rembert, and I am a full-time professor here at National Louis, where I teach foundational courses, which means those courses when students are just entering their educational major courses. So that could happen in your sophomore and junior year. I previously taught middle school for 16 years in suburban Chicago. I taught eighth graders English language arts and US history, and I loved it for the time that I did it. They were great, and this is my first full year at NLU, and I'm really passionate and excited to teach teachers. Something else about me is that I'm a Southsider, born and raised, go White Sox. I have three young adult children who you can see in that picture, and I married my high school sweetheart, where we met on the South Side. So that is a little bit about me, but let's talk a little bit more about our course. Educational philosophy. Educational philosophy is really the foundation for education. This course will outline the history and trends and where it started from and its evolution and the why behind it. So really the whole goal of the course is to get you to your why. Why do you want to teach? What will that look like? What's the why of history? What's the why of the present? And what's the why of the future? And that's really important because a lot of employers will ask you what your educational philosophy is. And so this is a great time to start thinking about that and developing it. Here's some things that you should expect from this course. While we are not meeting in person for the first few weeks of the term, we will be meeting via Zoom on Mondays at 10 o'clock, and that should last about an hour and a half. So you should plan each Monday to be in class via Zoom from 10 to 11:30, and that is required attendance. So I will be taking attendance, and we'll be treating that just like we were on campus. You should also expect from me an announcement every Wednesday. And that announcement might just give you additional insights into our learning. It might just be a reflection of our class on Monday, or it might highlight some of the great work that you have done through the week. Grades will be updated every Sunday, so you can check there. And then there are four major projects in the course. And remember, I told you that it really is about boiling down to your why. Well, you'll notice that the last project is a project entitled Why I Teach. But in order to get there, we first have to talk about our stories and our philosophy and how that philosophy, project two, is how that philosophy relates to history. And then project three is what that would look like in the classroom. And then you pull that all together with why you teach. Some other important reminders are I strictly adhere to the university's late policy. So no late work will be accepted. I'm hoping that you understand that and that you are already familiar with that university policy. Please make sure I am an instructor who likes to give my students a good amount of feedback, and I spend a decent amount of time doing that. So please make sure that you are reading my feedback and putting that feedback to action through adjustments that you make to your assignments, because your assignments are building on one another for that final project. And I'll be looking for you to have made those changes. Also, I wanted to let you know that the discussion board posts for this course are important. They're a large portion of your grade. As you can see, and you will find this also in the syllabus, I've laid out for you just a detailed schedule of what your week should look like. So we'll have class on Monday. You'll have time Tuesday and Wednesday to read the course material. By Thursday, you should have your initial post. And then on the first Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you have one response each due. I'm just going to end here with my own educational philosophy. Education really is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I really believe the purpose of education is to create revolutionaries, people that go out and create change, and it's an exponential process. So I start with you, and I rev you up